The scope of our sustainability program is tall, wide, and long. It's here and it's out in the bay. It's here and it's at other schools. It's here and it's here with our partners coming here and with our partners generously inviting us to where they are. We're showing our students that a small community can have a huge impact. And our hope is they take that back to their homes, to their countries, to their states, to wherever they go. So our small contribution becomes a much more global contribution through their work and their innovation and their futures.
We're not gonna be able to reverse everything and stop it, but we can try and reduce what's gonna happen.
One of the classes that we have is Environmental Policy and Action. And Dr. Kennedy developed that class as an opportunity for students to challenge them to appreciate some of the recent history in the development of policies to help improve the environment.
In my country, they don't do composting, so they just throw it away in the trash. So I want to go back to my country and do the same thing we do here.
I became a member of the board. I'm now the vice president of the board of Cecil Land Trust. And Bill was really interested in the idea of education, knew I was a teacher, and suggesting to our head of school, hey, with my background, we could really build an amazing sustainability program. So I said, I'm already connected to the Land Trust, Bill Kilby, farm right down the street, and Bill and I talked about what we could do. We're talking about our 4 R's: reciprocity, reduce, reuse, recycle. Bill explained, on my farm, we have a digester, and organic waste goes into that methane digester. It converts that organic waste into compost, fertilizer for the fields, and it also converts it into methane gas that then gets used to power the farm. Our students and Bill and myself sat down and said, okay, let's figure out a system.
I'm Bill Kilby. I'm a retired dairy farmer here in Calora, next to West Nottingham, and have developed a relationship with West Nottingham Academy that we hope can be emulated with other schools. The children at WNA are like my granddaughter Victoria. I'm really interested in making sure that they see the opportunity that we have with our land and water to do the right thing for the next generation and the next generation.
Kilby Farm said, we'll be in a reciprocal relationship, a community relationship, if you buy our milk and ice cream. It took a little time to get into the swing of things, to get everybody to understand that the food waste has to go into these special buckets in the back of the dining hall, to create a system where the community would help to deliver those buckets each week and get them washed. All students, all staff, all faculty participate in that.
I'm Laura Hart. I'm an English teacher and dorm parent here at West Nottingham. So the amazing thing about sustainability at West Nottingham is that even though we're such a small school, we make a global impact. So we're composting, we're recycling all sorts of different things, batteries, shredded paper, clothes, to give back to people, and they take that ethos back home with them wherever they go. So I've had students say, oh, when I was going to colleges, I checked, did they have composting? And if they don't, I'm gonna bring it there, right? I'm gonna be the one who makes that change for them. What we're building here at West Nottingham is an environmental ethic in both our boarding students and our commuting students, something that's inside them.
When I go home and I tell my mom and my father that we should use less plastic bag, and told them we should bring our own bag, like reusable bag, to the shopping mall when we go to buy things.
I have a fellow, the Mike Cairns Environmental Sustainability Fellow, who is supported by Ed Cairns, whose son, Mike, was a valedictorian here in the 1980s, and sadly, tragically, passed away from Hodgkin's lymphoma, and we've named the fellowship for Mike. Mike was an outdoorsman. Ed and his wife spent their entire lives working to protect and conserve the land and water farmlands of Cecil County. So that fellowship is named in Mike's honor, and it represents people who are dedicated to supporting a reciprocal relationship with where you live.
My name is Emily Alexander. I'm the Mike Cairns Environmental Sustainability Fellow here at West Nottingham Academy. So the Mike Cairns Environmental Sustainability Fellowship is for a recent college graduate who has experience in the environmental field or majored in the environmental field, and it's for them to come and work in a school or like a professional environment and learn the skills that they can take down the road to future careers.
A really terrific guy from the Alliance for Chesapeake Bay came and visited our campus, Craig Highfield, and informed us about a grant program through the DNR Trust Fund to replant grass areas with native trees. So we are involved in that grant program right now. We can replant this campus with native trees, still have it be a very aesthetically beautiful campus for people to come and enjoy. It will be like an arboretum. We'll have paths, we'll have benches, but we will reintegrate into our acreage here the ecosystems that are supposed to be here.
I'm Rupert Rosetti. I'm the president of the Octorara Watershed Association. We are a watershed that is mostly up in Pennsylvania. It's 208 square miles. The bottom 40 square miles are in Maryland. West Nottingham Academy happens to be in one of the sub-watersheds, and the Watershed Association has been working with West Nottingham since 1997 on local projects, stream cleanups, tree plantings, and tree planting maintenance. And what's wonderful to me is to think about them going back to their home country and carrying this ethic with them. And hopefully we'll clean up the planet, not just the local watershed and the Chesapeake Bay.
The Haudenosaunee people, Iroquois, Native North American tribe, have a philosophy. They've always said, every decision you make, you need to make thinking about the next 7 generations. And that's what we're doing at our school with our sustainability program. We're thinking about the next 7 generations. Our students, our children, and who's more important than our children? They're leaving here with an ethic that says, I need to sustain the earth that sustains me, and I need to be responsible to my community, but also to my children and my grandchildren. Our sustainability program is about now, and it's about the future. And we hope to keep getting better all the time.